Hello everybody and welcome to another video. And today we're going to be looking at a band called Northwind Wolves, a band I've never actually heard before. So obviously I had to do a bit of research. Information on them was quite hard to find, but I managed to find something. And what I've got is Northwind Wolves are a black metal band from Los Angeles, California. Originally formed under the name Sinstorm in 2005, but later changed the name to Northwind Wolves in 2012 after several lineup changes. In 2017 they released their debut album Dark, Cold, Grim, which has been recently remastered and has been made available for the first time on physical media. I'm not sure how recently that was done, but there we go. Now, I've forgotten the name of the track we're going to look at. Yes, we're going to look at a track called Last Light Before the Frozen Darkness. Sounds real black metal title there. As I've said before, black metal is a bit of a hit and miss subject with me. Sometimes it's really good, sometimes it's really bad, sometimes it's so it'll be interesting to see where this one goes. I've got the lyrics up here. There doesn't appear to be very many lyrics, but we shall see. Not expecting the song to be deep in meaning either. Sometimes black metal can have deep and interesting meanings, but most of the time it's either singing about forests, mountains, or magic rituals, demons, that sort of thing. But we'll see. So we'll go straight into it, I think. So, Northwind Wolves and The Last Light Before the Frozen Darkness.
Power of nature, so we bring
Now, I'm going to pause it there for a second, because we've actually run out of lyrics. But this is very, very interesting. It's unlike any black metal I've heard before. You know, it's got some quite interesting elements to it. Excuse me. It's not the sort of typical black metal sound that I'm used to. The guitar's got a beautiful sound to it, though. I must say that it's got a really interesting sound. This is actually really quite good. You know, as I said before, I'm very hit and miss when it comes to black metal, because I normally say, like, there's about 3 different kinds of black metal. You've got bathroom black metal, which is that really badly underproduced stuff where it sounds like the vocalist is in the bathroom of someone else's house recording the vocals, whilst like the guitarist and drummer are actually playing a completely different song. Then you've got the really cool black metal, where you've got things like Emperor, Dimmu Borgir, that sort of stuff, the stuff that really sort of works together. And then you've got this really weird sort of disjointed black metal where it sounds like the guitarist, the drummer and the singer are all performing completely different songs, so where the rhythm of the vocals doesn't seem to fit with the rhythm of the music. But this is different altogether. And it's very, very interesting. And, you know, they didn't waste any time with the song either. The moment the song opened, he started singing. You know, straight from the very first beat, he started singing. And the lyrics go as such. It is our true path to hasten the falling of the sun. Hear the song of nocturnal insects and watch the fading light of the sun die. The dark distant peaks descend into shades of black, and above is the moon, guarded by shards of starlight. Together our journey begins here, and we'll have to battle the powers of nature to reach the end. I feel the chill of winter down to my bones, and I lay my head to rest knowing that the wintry winds are coming fast. Alone and in the darkness of candlelight, with the dancing shadows to keep me company tonight, I hear the wings of dragonflies, and the cold rain descends on the mountain tonight. Here no illusions remain, and the truth is brought out for all to see. It's truly the silence that conquers all things, and solitude is the only reality. It's actually, the lyrics themselves actually are really nice. They're really beautifully written. They've got some really lovely lines in there. The actual meaning itself, it just seems to be talking about solitude and loneliness, possibly. You know, talking about, you know, the dying of the sun's light, and, you know, so it's like encroaching darkness, the encroaching winter, which all of these things sort of suggest loneliness and solitude, rather like warmth and, you know, being surrounded by love, essentially. So this essentially is just a really interesting and brilliant description of being alone, you know, just a general feeling of loneliness, and it's really very good. I love the way the lines have been crafted. It's a very nicely written track. Very intriguing. Let's carry on.
Solitude is the only reality.
It would seem I could have just left it on for a couple of seconds, even a minute more, and I would have watched the whole track uninterrupted. When we came back in, he repeated the final two lines of the song a couple more times, saying, "Here no illusions remain, and the truth is brought out for all to see. It's truly the silence that conquers all things, and solitude is the only reality." Repeated those lines a few more times. I have to say, I really like this. This has intrigued me, because it's different from most black metal I have ever heard. I mean, there's definitely, you can definitely hear black metal in there. There's definitely the drums and the guitar riffs in there, but it's a very different kind of black metal to what I'm used to from what I've heard before. It's excuse me. You've got things like your melodic black metal and stuff like that, and this could possibly fall into that category. But it's got a very unique sound from most black metal that I've heard. It's very, very interesting, and I really quite like it. Even though it's one of those ones where the lyrics seem somewhat disjointed to the rhythm of the music, they also somehow work, which most of the time the disjointed style doesn't. For some reason, the disjointed style of black metal doesn't sit well in my brain for some reason. My brain just doesn't like it very much. But this works somehow, even though the vocals and lyrics themselves don't necessarily fit with the rhythm of the rest of the music, if you know what I mean. It's very hard to explain. But no, I really quite like that. It was very interesting. I would very much like to hear the rest of that album. I might have to try and get myself a copy of it, because that was good. I liked that. And like I said, it definitely had a black metal feel to it, but at the same time it didn't feel like black metal. I'm not sure what it was about it, but there was something about it which didn't necessarily feel like black metal, but it definitely was. Does that make sense? I might just be talking utter rubbish. But anyway, I can't really think of much else to say about that, so I think I'll leave that one as it is. If anybody would like to suggest a track for me to react to, then please do so by all means. You could drop a comment in the comment section below, or message me on my Facebook or my Instagram, or you could message me on my Patreon, should you feel the want or need to help support me, so that I can make more of these videos and possibly even improve the quality of said videos with your help. But do know, if you do make a suggestion, it will take me a while to get around to it, because for every one video I record, I get suggested about 12 more, so my list of tracks grows faster than I can record them. But I do write down every suggestion I get, so it will get done eventually. It'll just take me a while to get around to it, but it will get done. Also, Metalhead Reacts is a proud supporter of the Sophie Lancaster Foundation. They are a British-based charity whose main focus is to put an end to hate crimes, mainly those revolving and including people of the alternative subculture. People who wear alternative fashion or listen to alternative music. Obviously, they want to put an end to all hate crimes, but that's their main focus, given that's how the foundation came into being. And it's something that I think definitely needs more attention. It's something that we need to hear more about. It's something that needs to have, more focus put on it, because every single day we hear about all various kinds of hate crimes across, like, the news, social media and stuff like that. We hear about racism, sexism, homophobia, religious hatred, all this stuff. We hear these things every single day. But we're not hearing enough about these people that are getting violently attacked just because of the kind of music that they listen to. You know, it sounds ridiculous when you say it. You know, people are getting violently attacked because of the music that they listen to. It sounds stupid. And it is utterly ridiculous. Why attack someone because they have a different taste in music? I mean, you don't attack someone because they like different films to you. You don't attack someone because they like different TV shows to you. You don't attack someone because they like different flavoured ice cream to you. So why would you attack someone because of their taste in music? It makes absolutely no sense. But the thing is, it happens every day, all over the bloody world. And people are getting severely, severely hurt. People are getting hospitalised because of their taste in music. A young woman lost her life because of her taste in music and her taste in fashion. It's unbelievable and it's unacceptable. This should not be allowed to happen. But it does, and it goes largely unreported. It goes unknown because there's not enough attention being brought to it. Because, I mean, I can't understand the logic behind it. I mean, someone doesn't like the same music as you, and you attack them. What are you hoping that you are going to achieve by that? You're not going to change their mind about the kind of music they want to listen to. If anything, you're going to further reinforce their resolve to listen to that music. And all you're doing is creating a negative stereotype for yourself. You know, everybody thinks, well, not everybody, there is a rather large cliched opinion that heavy metal is violent, aggressive, and inherently evil. But this is the furthest thing from the truth. You very, very rarely, if ever, hear of someone that listens to heavy metal attacking someone. I'm not saying it never happens, because it does. It does happen. But more often than not, when you hear someone being violently attacked, it is not someone from the alternative scene. You know, movies and TV shows like to show goths and emos and metalheads as being these violent, aggressive, Satan-worshipping people. Which isn't true. I mean, obviously, some of them are. I can't speak for the entirety of it, but the vast majority, like 98% of the metal community, is nothing like that. But because of these sorts of things, we get looked at as inherently evil people. And this is not true. And most of the time, when someone is attacked on the streets, it is a person who listens to everyday music. Well, everyday music, like pop music, chart music, hip-hop. These are the people that tend to attack most of the time. And these are the people that are attacking us. And, you know, we're getting, like I said, people are getting hospitalised. A young woman's been killed just because of their taste in music. Because we are somehow seen as evil people. People think that it's okay to attack us. It's like they're doing a public service or something. It's unacceptable that this should happen. I have never met a person of the alternative scene who has been a violent, aggressive, or, you know, just a general person like that. I've never met anyone like that. I'm not saying I don't exist, but I've never met one. I've met plenty of everyday folk that are like that. You know, I've been violently attacked many, many times by people I don't even know, just because of the music I listen to and the way that I dress. Many of my friends have, and I know some of you watching have. And it's unacceptable that this sort of thing should happen, and it's unacceptable that people should be allowed to think that just because we listen to alternative music, it's acceptable for them to do it. Because it's not. You know, nobody should be victimised because of their own personal choices. And, you know, everybody's got the right to be an individual. And this is the sort of thing that the Sophie Lancaster Foundation is trying to back up. This is the sort of thing they're trying to show, because they don't want anybody to go through what they went through. They don't want anybody to have to sit there and watch their own child die because of somebody's intolerance and prejudices. You know, it shouldn't happen. You know, the moment somebody loses their life because of their taste in music, you know things have gone too far. You know, and something needs to change, and something needs to be fixed. Something needs to be done. And this is what Sophie Lancaster Foundation wants to do. You know, and like I said, I think it's important that this happens. You know, because, I mean, what's it coming to? What's the world coming to when a person gets killed for their taste in music? It's beyond reprehensible. If you'd like to find out more about the Sophie Lancaster Foundation, there is a link to their website in the description down below. You can pop over there, find out what they're working on, what their goal is, because they can explain that much better than I can. And you know, if you can help them out in any way, even something as simple as one of these Sophie wristbands, you know, they're like £1 on the web store. They've got loads of other merchandise on there. If you can help them in any way, the smallest amount makes the biggest difference. And you know, the sooner we can bring more attention to this, the sooner we can stamp out prejudice, hatred, and intolerance everywhere. But I'm going to leave that as it is for the time being. Thank you all very, very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.